Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I was not supposed to be here today, but I am so glad to be joining you, having you join me for Thursday night stamping. And we're going to tackle a technique tonight that's very on trend right now. So it's kind of all the rage. And I'm going to give you my take on it. And of course, my tips for making it quick and easy and as effortless as possible. So let's see if I'm in the right place at the right time. Like I said, I ran a couple of minutes late tonight. I don't actually think I need this, but I do. Well, yeah, I might. Actually, I do. I'll take that back. Okay. So let me know if you are joining me live. And hey, Kathy, I'm so glad you're here with me. And if you watch the replay, I would love for you to just let me know that you are in the replay, whether that's here on Facebook or on, or whether you are on YouTube. So we are going to tackle a technique tonight. So I have some things out here just by way of review because I like to do that. So I believe it was 2 weeks ago, we did paper pumpkin alternatives, and I went super, super simple because truth be told, the paper pumpkin cards for this past month have been really, really stepped up. I mean, there's just a lot of pieces in here, a lot, not that make it complicated, but make it really, really awesome. So I thought, well, for my alternatives, I went super simple, and I did bring in some of the paper from the Waterside Retreat, which is in our new catalog. So that's a suite. And now all of our paper pumpkin kits coordinate with something typically in the catalog, sometimes an online exclusive. So I brought in the paper because what I wanted to show you was how to continue to use the stamp set once you've used all these elements. And this is what I came up with. Now, can I lay my hand to them? Maybe. I do love the dies. So we do have a set of dies that actually release every quarter, every calendar quarter. Having said that, sometimes they sell out really quickly. Sometimes they hang around for a while. So let's see if I can lay my hand to them. Here we go. So my recommendation is to get them as soon as they're released. So this is the ones for this calendar quarter. And this is the little sign that I used here. I love it. In hello there, Kathy. Welcome from Tennessee. I love this little sign when you do it in a metallic foil. Here I did it in cardstock, but I did add some ink to it just to give it a little bit more depth. So these were super simple, using the stamps and continuing on. This kit is sold out. You can get the refills. If anybody wants a kit, and that would have still the stamp set and the ink spot, which, by the way, is one of our brand new in colors, Peaceful Pine, I do have an extra. So just leave me a note in the comments, and we can make a deal. And you can purchase that, that kit if you would like the full kit, okay? So what we're going to do, and okay, let me go back. Okay, so fast forward one more week. Last week, I was doing scene cards with a fun fold. And so we're doing scenes again today because we're going to be doing the, what's it called? Not silhouette. Now I'm blanking out. It'll come to me. It's a really cool technique. It's a little bit like a silhouette technique, and it's very trendy right now. So, and it is best using a scene paper. So these are the scene paper cards I did last week, And these utilize the beautiful, beautiful paper from the Scenic Coast Suite. Sunset Coast or Scenic Coast. The words go back and forth. So this paper is drop dead gorgeous and so fun to use with these pearlescent accents in it, or I guess features. And then the back of them are also really useful. So, and that is part of Candy's Card Club this month. So I like to give my Card Club members extra ideas on how to use their kit. So this is a great way to use your scene papers. Well, we are going to do another way to use those scene papers tonight. And it's going to drive me a little bit crazy if I don't come up with it. So, double vision. I knew that was a word. It was just escaping me. Double vision. So again, with a scene paper, and I'm going to use that Suncoast paper. These are more paper pumpkin alternatives. So this is that double vision technique. And you basically take a scene. You can do it with your regular like patterned paper, but it really showcases your scene paper beautifully. So this is another alternative to my paper pumpkin. So what I did for this one, to get that scene, I did take it from, I did chop one of the card fronts. Okay, here we go. So this is a card front and a card back. So I took that card front off and made it into a layer. And I did layer it on the Peaceful Pine. It's one of our new in colors, and I am loving it. It's just a beautiful muted green, and I love it. So kind of getting ready for Father's Day still. Well, I probably have enough already, but we can always use some more masculine cards. And I do love that this has older, wiser, better. I mean, I can make that into a birthday card. And this one, I took the little piece and did the same technique. So it's called Double Vision, and it's really fun to do. And I'm going to do it tonight with a piece from this, the Scenic Coast. So let's get cracking here. Now, I have already cut my piece, and you do want your, whatever size you make it, you need it to be even because you're using 1/2 inch marks when you're cutting. So in order for it to all be even, you want it to be 1/2 inch marks. I'm getting a glare. Okay. Now, this is just, I'm going to put this, my other versions of this double vision were vertical here and here. I seem to be getting, I'm going to get glare any way I go, I think. So on this one, we're going to go with a portrait. So it honestly works any way you do it. One of the things I do prefer, you can put this directly on your card front, but I think it's a little bit, or directly on a layer. I really prefer to back it, to put it onto another piece, and I'll show you why. Because this is a little bit thin, and I like to have a layer for it. Okay, let's see what we can do, and if I can get rid of that glare. Okay. So you're going to want your trimmer, and you're going to be cutting at 1/2 inch marks. So you just bring it here, and you're going to go 1/2 inch each time. Now, before I do that, my little, I do like to put the pieces on a silicone mat because then they're not sliding everywhere. So I just find that to be a useful little thing. Okay. There we go. So there's my 1/2 inch mark. Now I need to take this and put it over here. Facebook is talking to me. Ay, ay, ay. Lord have mercy. I do not want that. It's trying to tell me that I can spend money with them. I can get an ad. Ay, ay, ay. Then I went to click it off and it started switching my... So each time, I'm just going to slide these right over here so that they stay in order. Now, depending on what surface you're using, they might just slide pretty easily for you. What happened? I got so discombobulated with Facebook talking to me right in the middle of my live. There we go. Okay. And it is much easier to do this when you just keep all your pieces together. Okay, now I get my rhythm going. Now I'm not all discombobulated. All of a sudden Facebook is coming on right in the middle of my live. You could reach 60,000 people. You can spend this much money. I'm like, holy cow, I'm just trying to talk to people. I'm just trying to teach a technique. I'm not trying to reach the multitudes. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we are almost there. A couple more pieces, and I know I'm going to run out of, let's just move these down a wee bit. You know, with these Scenic Coast papers, honestly, they're all gorgeous. And with this technique, as with many techniques, I find that less is more when it comes to the rest of your card. You know, I like to really let the technique shine. So I want it to be, I find if you put a lot of embellishments or a lot of like fancy images or greetings or something, it's just a little bit too much. Okay. Okay, well this piece is going to be a little bit, I did that before. I don't know what I did there. Well, you know what? We're just going to shave that off so we're all even. I don't know what I did there. Okay. Okay, so that means we're going to need to shave our other piece down a wee bit as well. And that's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to line these up directly on top. And we're going to do every other one raised with dimensionals. But I've got a little trick for you that I prefer to use. There's my embellishments, and there's my, okay. Now, instead of using dimensionals to raise it up, I'm going to recommend that you use these. And these are the foam adhesive strips, and this is the way they come. However, for me, I have a lot of these left over from various kits. From kits collections or from paper pumpkin kits. So I'm going to use these. They're shorter. These are really long, so you can make them any size you want. So that's what you're seeing here. Now, this needs to be trimmed by a 1/4 inch. Yeah, let me trim this down. That is going to give me a problem. Oh, no wonder. I had these, I think I had both the layer and my designer paper cut incorrectly. Okay. Now, as much as it pains me to tell you, green glue is going to be your best friend with this. You really do have to use green glue on this. So what I'm going to do, and this one is not very full. Let's see if it's going to do for me what I need it to do. I actually prefer to put it, it's going to be one of those nights. I'm going to have glue going everywhere. I actually prefer to put the glue directly on here. Okay, now let's see if I haven't, hopefully, lost my very first piece already. And the reason you're going to want your green glue is because you want to be able to slide that, move it, line it right up with the end. And then you can flip it over to make sure that you're lined up and then trim accordingly. Now, for the next piece here, I want it to be raised. So I'm going to, again, put my adhesive, if I can get it off of here, directly on, it's not wanting to come loose. Okay, let's just grab two. I'm going to do this directly on here. And I am also going to take one of these, same size. Okay, let me grab some scissors here. Like I said, it's going to be one of those nights. And let's, I'm trying to make this quicker and I'm making a right mess. My practice pieces were better. Okay, so now I'm going to take this removable piece off, and I'm also going to add a little bit of my Tombow because, again, I want to be able to shift this to line it up directly so that the edges are flush. Okay, it's moving along quite nicely. Okay, now the next piece is going to, once again, just be a strip. That is the next one in line of my scene. And the other thing I would recommend is that you actually stand when you do this, because when you stand over your image, you can more readily see where the, so that it's lining up correctly. Okay, let's hang on to that one. Here we go. And I just think that these little foam strips, because you're adhering strips, just make a lot of sense. Because for me, I don't want to have to peel the backing off a gazillion Stampin' Dimensionals. I love my dimensionals. I do not want, 15 backings. Once again, I'm going to just put just a bit of green glue. This already got plenty of adhesive, but that green glue allows me to wiggle this a little bit if I need to, so that my edges are flush. Okay, it's coming along nicely. Okay, now, and you just keep doing this. So it's super easy, but it has a really cool effect. And I think that what's great about this is it works great for masculine and it works great for feminine cards equally. These seem to be a better size. These are almost exactly what I need. So I don't know, you guys probably have some of these left over from Kit's collection, from various paper pumpkin kits. So while you are taking in the beauty of this, what are we calling this again? Double vision technique. I want to remind you that today is the 7th, and the 10th is the last day to get the upcoming June kit for Paper Pumpkin. And I haven't given you the sneak peeks yet, so I'll need to do that in my email tomorrow so that you know what's coming. But if you are not yet getting Paper Pumpkin, I would really recommend that you jump into my Paper Pumpkin patch, and my subscribers get a set of tutorials every month. You can buy them if you're a demonstrator, you can't be my Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Demonstrators are automatically their own customer, which is pretty swift. So if you're not a demonstrator yet, when you sign up and join to get your discount, well, you'll also get a discount on Paper Pumpkin. But if you are not a demonstrator and you are not yet a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I want to invite you to join my Paper Pumpkin patch. My subscribers do get a free set of tutorials each month with all kinds of things, all kinds of projects that give, oh, I just messed up, give you the opportunity. This is what happens when I talk. I can't talk and chew gum. I just got too raised. The tutorials are centered around the stamp set, and they are designed to help our, and I say our because I've got a group of demonstrators that collaborate with me on this. So it helps our customers to find new projects right there ready to go with using other things that are in their stash. So I'm actually really proud of those. You can purchase them in my online store, which is at, not my online store, in my online PDF store at sweetstamper.com. There is a little PDF store. So you can purchase those. And I've got a group of 5 to 7, depending on who participates, demonstrators who upload projects for that each month, and they're really good projects. So we always have at least one fun fold, and the projects run the gamut from quick and easy to really stepped up and flashy, and everything in between. Because, you know, first of all, our Paper Pumpkin subscribers, you may be a brand new stamper, or you may be an avid stamper. We've got something for everybody. And to be honest, I'm an avid stamper, but I do like quick and easy projects. So yeah, we like to inspire your creativity with lots of different things. Okay, we're almost there. We are almost there. And this actually took a little bit longer because I did the not portrait. I did the landscape versus portrait. So tell me what you guys are thinking about this very fun technique. Again, it's called double vision, and I like it a lot. I think it's got a lot of merit. It really elevates our scene papers. And I'm just kind of jumping back into here. Okay. Ah, yeah, see, I'm missing the comments completely. Okay, and Margaret's here. Welcome. Thank you for sharing my video. Margaret, I appreciate that. And Rosalind is here. Welcome. I think you might be new. And Kimmy is here. Welcome. All the way coming to us from Michigan. And Carol, oh, you tell me that you said that you do many nice perks for your customers. If I ever dropped, I'd sign back up under you. Ah, that is a lovely thing to say. I appreciate that so very much. That is absolutely made my day. Here we go. So, like I said, this paper I think is really special. So with Candy's Card Club, which you can do, you can join as a member, or you can just do a single month. You pay a little bit more when you do a single month, but when you join, there's a lot of perks, and you get half a pack of this paper, which is 24 sheets, and there are 6 different patterns. So I think, you know, honestly, truth be told, if you're not running a lot of classes and things, that might be enough for you. I think 48 of one pack of designer paper of the, you know, what is it, 8 each of 6 designs. That's a lot of paper from, you know, I'm just being honest because that's just the way I roll. I think that's a lot of paper for an average crafter. Now you can see, probably because of the way I laid these, I've got a little bit of overhang here, but I think it might be okay once I put it down. So let's see. Before I go any further, sweetstamper.com is my blog, and if you go there, you can find, you can find out, you can join my email list, you can jump into various things that I have. Isn't that looking lovely? See how that, you see why they call it double vision? It has that little element to it. I like it a lot. Let's see, we are going to, I would have made this a little narrower on top if I had realized. I don't know why I did that this time. Let me show you my others because they're maybe a little bit better. So this one, these are with 5, well, this is 5 1/4 by 4 layer. This one is actually 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then this one I don't have a greeting on yet. And this one is actually the one I was trying to do and kind of botched. So I think I made it too wide this way. But I think it's going to work anyway. So let's get cracking here and see what we can do. You know, one thing that you do discover when you are making, I think anything by hand, I used to sew a lot when I was young, is handmade is not going to be like a factory project that's super perfect, but I am going to trim this over here. It's going to be handmade, and I don't want that to mean it looks like I'm in 2nd grade and this is my project because I'm an adult. When you're in 2nd grade, it's cute, but not when you're an adult. Let me grab my other scissors. Whenever I'm going to do something like this, I do prefer what I call long-handled scissors, which Stampin' Up! Used to sell a long time ago. We no longer do. There we go. That takes that little edge off. I didn't want that little bit of white, particularly because I've got this really deep blue piece here. Okay, there we go. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. See, I could have probably trimmed a little bit here too. I'm probably going to not, I probably should leave well enough alone. Yeah. User error. But as I was saying, you want your projects to look handmade. And sometimes that has a greater or lesser degree of perfection. And kind of depends on your tolerance for imperfections. You know, when I'm standing over these, they look a little bit shy here. They still look to me like they're hanging down just a shade, just a shred, a little sliver. When my granddaughter was little, actually I'm thinking it's actually her mom, my daughter. When we would talk about a sliver of a moon, she would call it a slipper. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough for government work. That's what my daddy used to say. I'm getting all the sayings out for you tonight. This is going to go right in here. So whenever you have that really dark, what's underneath me? Something's underneath me. Ah, something's underneath here. Okay. I'm getting all my sayings out tonight. Good enough for government work. You know, it's funny. My husband and I talk about, we quote my dad almost every day, and we quote his mother almost every day. So between the two of them, they had a lot of sayings and left us with a great heritage that we are very, very grateful for. Okay, this is coming along now. All I'm going to do to make a greeting here, I wanted your opinion. I'm either going to do it in Daffodil Delight, or I'm going to do it in pumpkin pie. I'm kind of leaning towards this pumpkin pie. And that, speaking of, that is just about sold out. So our in colors from last year that are retiring, or from that we've had for 2 years, they are in the process of retiring and they're getting close to being sold out. So if you need some refills or anything on those, you want to grab them while you can. And I will say, kind of in keeping with the paper pumpkin, I dug these out from the January kit. And this says, "You brighten my day." And I thought that would be just perfect right there. You brighten my day. So this, again, also shows you how when you have your paper pumpkin stamps, you can just go back to them over and over, and they do, I mean, they are really great value. This is what I'm looking for right here. Believe it or not, I had this all planned. I feel like I've been a bit discombobulated tonight. But we are getting there. Okay, now whenever I stamp on colored cardstock, I am mindful that it's not like stamping on white. So I'm actually going to use Blueberry Bushel, which is the same color as my card base, and it's probably going to end up looking like Night of Navy because I'm working on a color. Now, you see that right there? That is not straight. So whenever my stamp gets a little bit wonky, that's why your Glass Mat Studio is a really helpful tool. So let's just grab a little ink here. That glare bugs me. Probably bugs me a lot more than it bugs you. Let's see how we want to do this. I think we're going to go from here. You brighten my day. So that's sweet. I like it. I like it. Just a little something, something there. And I could flag this, but I'm actually just going to do a slash. I think that's right nice. And let's get a little, I have the sequins, which I might use. But let's see. Now, you know what's cool about this is already on all these dimensionals. So I'm actually just going to put a little bit of adhesive on these, and it's already popped up. Now that does need to come down just a little bit because it's sticking out. Okay, now I could do one more little thing. Let's see what we think. A little bit of thread might be a nice touch. So let's just try it and see what we think. Do we want a little bit of thread under here? Oh yeah, I think we might just, let's try a bow. Let's try a bow. But I think, do I want a bow over here? Or what I could do, I think I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right here. And I'm going to do my bow this way. So I'm going to go up here, down here, around here. So I've kind of made a bow without tying a bow. Now let's bring this here. And that is going to be just what the doctor ordered. I like that a lot. Now I've already got some adhesive there. I'm going to add a little bit here. And I think that's going to be enough. I think that's going to be just enough. I might need to put a little bit right under here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is just a sweet little card. Has a lot of oomph. You brighten my day. On the inside, I could put I'm thinking of you, I'm missing you, all kinds of things that I could put. This is really, okay. This is really down to the dregs. Now, do I want to put a couple of sequins or do I want to just be done? Well, let's see, kind of going with the white theme. I do like that white twine. It kind of brings things. Let's see, maybe a couple. Oh yeah, these little white sequins. So when you do Candy's Card Club, you do get a full pack of these sequins with your kit. And that kit closes on the 12th. So let's see, where am I wanting to put this? I think I'm going to go here. And I think I'm going to go here. And just kind of bring a little bit of focus right over here because I've already got my sun here. So I've got a little bit of focus here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are my tips and tricks for the very fun, very, I think it's kind of fancy, this double vision technique. And it is perfectly suited for our scene cards, or I should say scene papers. So these are paper pumpkin alternatives doing the double vision technique. And then here is my Scenic Coast double vision technique using a paper pumpkin stamp set from January. That is it for tonight. Be sure to jump into Paper Pumpkin if you have not already. That is a quick and easy kit delivered to your door at rock bottom price of $27 plus tax each month. And Candy's Card Club is a deluxe kit that can come to your door every month for $45 for club members. That includes a half a pack of paper. It includes a full set of the sequins. It includes a full roll of the lovely Timid Tiger. Let me show you. Here's our club cards. The Timid Tiger ribbon. And everything is cut. So all of your die cuts are done for you. And you also do get 8 tutorials. So that includes these fun folds. And these are, I mean, look at those little details. These are very stepped up cards. And like I said, you get all 8 tutorials. Everything is pre-die cut, ready to go, and ready to put together. So that is $45 per month for Card Club members. You do get a $25 value gift after 6 consecutive months. And you also get a piece of card candy, which I have got to get shared on my email for tomorrow. So kits and more kits. Now this one, you're going to need to provide your own stamps. You can add them on. What am I saying? This one here. You can add them on, or you may already have your own. With Paper Pumpkin, it does come with its own stamp set every single month. Both great value, different things that they deliver to you. I have a lot of people who do both. That is it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and God bless.